Access to affordable childcare and a shortage of early childhood educators are two major challenges for families across the state. But there's good news for South Madison. A new $10 million facility is set to open its doors, looking to tackle both of those issues. WMTV's Tabitha Bland has more on how Madison College's plans to make a difference for students, parents, and the future of education.
Believe it or not, this building used to be a fire station. That is until the city of Madison sold it to Madison College for $1 to support this new project. The Madison College Early Learning Campus isn't quite open yet, but today we had a chance to look inside.
This is a 3-year-old classroom, and then next door is a 2-year-old classroom.
A new early learning campus at Madison College South is ready to welcome 85 kids through the doors, addressing an issue that many parents face.
Not only just childcare, but affordable childcare.
Devin Thomas is one of around 2,000 Madison College students who's taking care of his kids while pursuing a degree.
Student parents are part of us, that they belong here and that they don't have to stop parenting to become students.
Madison College President Dr. Jennifer Byrne says growing enrollment between 1% and 3% each year means childcare options must also grow.
Just having some place that you can genuinely trust and genuinely feel comfortable is just a huge blessing.
While waitlists for childcare grow, about 25% of Wisconsin early childhood educators leave the field every year, which has left 33,000 seats empty across the state.
Our staff are our graduates, so we educated them to be high-quality childcare providers.
Federal grants, state funding, scholarships, and private donations helped contribute to the project's $10 million price tag.
I feel like it's going to work wonders, especially for the community.
A cost that Madison College says is well worth it.
It's really inspiring to see such a singular focus on the community and on what the community needs.
The campus is set to open up to its first group of students next week. In Madison, Tabitha Bland, WMTV 15 News.
And Wisconsin would need about 4,000 more early educators to catch up with the current demand for childcare. That's according to the Wisconsin Early Childhood Association. Madison College says they're prioritizing their students, and then they'll open up enrollment to other working parents.